Okay, getting into ways you can present your worksheet is just by pulling up Canvas on the big computer and pulling up your worksheet over here. This is really great because it's super convenient. You don't have to use any other devices, and you can just have students write their answers down on the board. Okay, another way you can present your information is through aux. This usually works if you have a computer that has HDMI accessibility. So for that, you just press aux and you connect whichever of these cords you need. So for right now, this HDMI cord is plugged in. We're gonna follow it. And I will plug this in to my computer because that's what's compatible with my computer. And then bam, it's presented over here and up here for my students to see. Another way to present your SI for the day is through the dot cam, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You just press the dot cam button, lift the dot cam up. You'll see something that looks like this. We're gonna use this pen as our subject today. So as you can see, it's on the desk, on our screen, and on a screen where students can see. Okay, awesome. So really quick, some features of the dot cam. Of course, you can move it down, you can move it up for angles. You can move it down to zoom in with this little lever. Let's see, we lost the pen. There we go. And zoom in and then push up to zoom out. There are some more advanced settings. I wouldn't worry about that. What else is important to know is you can turn this bright light off if that's distracting to you. And you can also freeze your screen. So now, even though I'm moving the dot cam, the screen remains the same. Just make sure to set it back to its default settings once you put it off and turn it off. Okay, so if you have an iPad and you want to present your worksheet on Notability or GoodNotes or something similar to that, you will need to download this app called Immersive Solstice. It's pretty simple once you get the hang of it, but it can be tricky to figure out at first, so we're going to walk through it. So you download this app, hit open, great, awesome. And while that loads, we're going to come over here and press this Solstice button. And then it appears on this screen, and then just a disclaimer, your students can see it too. It's not a huge deal most of the time. Then you'll see your classroom number, BSBD 109 is this classroom, which hopefully you know that ahead of time as well. And then you can come up over here, search it up, D109, and it's asking for a 4-digit code. And then you'll see your 4-digit code. From there, you type it in. So in this example, it's 5913. Connect, and then you will be prompted to mirror your screen. So you pull down, BSB D109. It'll load for a second. It'll prompt you for the code again. 5913. Okay. Loading, and connected. And now you can see my screen on this screen and on that screen. So you exit out. The only downside to this is they can kind of see all of your screens, and then you can pull up your SI sheet and use your little Apple Pencil to, or whatever you have to edit it. Mine is currently dead, I think. Oh, nope, there we go. And it edits it live. Okay. And then to disconnect, you just hit Solstice again. Okay, so you may wonder, what if I'm switching between Solstice and presenting a lo-fi YouTube video? It's pretty simple. You just hit Solstice and then you hit PC to go back to the YouTube video. I don't have anything pulled up right now, but hypothetically, if I did, the YouTube video would be right here. And then to go back to Solstice, you just press Solstice again. It picks up where you left off. The one downside to this is sometimes if you get a call, it'll pop up on your screen. Lastly, and most importantly, you do not want to leave it like this. You want to disconnect from Solstice, disconnect your iPad, or unplug your HDMI cord, whichever. Stop mirroring. Log off this and power off on the kiosk. Power off, yes. Wait for that to load. And once that has loaded, if you're the last session for that day, last out, lights out. So just hit the lights off on your way out if you're one of those later 9 p.m. sessions. And then if not, make sure you do everything else. So the next SI or the next professor that comes in has a fresh start, and then double check the mics are plugged in and charging. Thank you guys so much for watching.